This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Well, good evening and welcome into Tates Creek High School. William Warfield alongside the legendary Mr. Gary Ball. And Gary, tonight, man, we got to have ourselves a slobber knocker. It's Tates Creek, it's Lexington Catholic. It's for the 43rd District Championship. It happens right here on this very court.
It's the third time they've met this year. Lexington Catholic coming in 28-2 with the overall record. And Lexington Catholic, one of the top teams in the state of Kentucky and the 11th region, of course. Tates Creek, kind of the upstart. They had a 5-game stretch, William, where they played some of the top teams in the state, and they are 16-11. But that's what Coach Gay told me last night on the Scholastic Ball Report. He said, we wanted to play a really good schedule because that'll get us ready for this tournament. The 43rd is the toughest tournament in the state of Kentucky. The 43rd, you got Lafayette, you got Dunbar, Tates Creek, LCA, Lexington Catholic. All those teams own a state championship.
Man, I tell you what, it's been an outstanding year for both of these teams. Of course, Lexington Catholic, only 2 losses on the season. You had mentioned that Coach Gay's Tates Creek Commodore team having an outstanding year. They're back. You know, it feels good for them to be back. Gary, I was over there getting my hair cut before the game tonight, and Andre Ingram, his mother, is the one that ended up cutting my hair. Well, he was on that 2010 Tates Creek team that won the district championship.
2011, yeah.
Yeah, 2011 team.
Yeah, they had Ryan Fusey, Marcellus Barksdale, and I believe Ryan Fusey's in the house here tonight. Katie Pippin was telling me, so yep. Ryan Fusey's in the house. There's a lot of people in the house here tonight. It's a pretty much a packed house here at Tates Creek, the site of the 43rd District Tournament Championship. I believe Coach Tech is going to join us, isn't he? The Catholic girls coach.
I think so. I think Coach Tech will be joining us here. He had a really good season as well with Lexington Catholic girls, and unfortunately they lost to a good team out there, and but they'll be back. They're still building that program.
Yeah, they'll be back. Lexington Catholic known for their basketball on the boys and girls side. Tates Creek here at Nolan Barger Gymnasium. Good crowd, folks still filing in here to the basketball game. A good crowd, a lot of people still coming in here to Tates Creek High School. And William, the king of stream, we're looking for a good battle here tonight.
We are looking for a good battle. I think this one will be a good one here tonight. I'm going to hand my microphone over to Coach Lee Tech, the outstanding coach of Lexington Catholic girls basketball, building the program over there for the girls' side. And yep. Lee will give you a lot more insight on this game than I would as far as what's going out there on the court.
Yeah, we'll get Lee Tech in. He's the basketball coach at Lexington Catholic for the girls' side. Coach Tech, thanks for joining us here. You know a lot about this boys' team, and I tell you what, this is a good 2020 edition of Brandon Salzman basketball team.
Sir.
There isn't much they can't do.
Oh, there's not much they can do. They play really well as a team. They fit together really well as a team. They're just a great high school boys team. They've been a lot of fun to watch play this year. They've done a lot of great things for the program and the school. I'm excited to see what they're going to accomplish for the next couple of weeks.
I think you said it best. You said they fit very well together. They all know their role on the team.
Yes, sir.
They know their part. It's not just Ben Johnson. There's other parts to the puzzle. When you look at Jack Goldman, you look at Jackson Smith, Luke Wedding can shoot the 3.
Yes,
there's a lot of parts of this Lexington Catholic basketball team.
Absolutely, and I think one thing that's kind of missed on Ben Johnson, if you don't get to watch a lot of his games, he's not selfish at all. You know, he can score a lot of points, but he gets his teammates involved. He just makes the right play on a given night. And so many kids on this team just make the right play, and that's what good teams do. They're not selfish at all. You know, their teammates' success is their success. When you watch them play, they really embody that.
You look at Tates Creek, Amari Taylor is 6'2". He averages 15 points a game. He's really the leader of this basketball team. When they need a big shot, they turn to number 5.
Absolutely, absolutely. He's a heck of a player. I've been watching him play all year. He's a dangerous player. He's a great player. There's not any team that wouldn't want to have him taking that shot for him.
And Josh Dutoit is a 6'4 junior, solid player, averages 10 points a game. Sion Townsend, a shooting guard, averages over 12 points a game. Don't make no bones about it, Coach. This is a very good Lexington Catholic team. This is a good Tates Creek basketball team coming in here tonight.
Absolutely. It should be a great game tonight, especially them playing on their home floor. Both teams are going to the region tournament, but I mean, this game still means something. Absolutely means for Tates Creek to win a district title on their home floor, and then you're playing for seeding here. I mean, it's pride on both sides right here. I'm
looking at the upper section of Nolan Barger Gymnasium. It's not capacity over there, but I tell you what, it's about 80% in here. There's a good crowd in there. They're still filing in here to Tates Creek High School for this championship game here tonight. That's why they call it the Ship.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a fun environment tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So Lexington Catholic, they bring a 28-2 record, and that is an outstanding record, especially when you look at their losses to St. Henry, a very good St. Henry team. St. Henry could win that 9th region up there in northern Kentucky. That's the region I'm from. And they are a very good St. Henry team. We saw them over in the All-8 tournament, and they won that state tournament over at Eastern Kentucky. And then their other loss was to Bourbon County. Kind of a game that it's kind of emotional because I think both teams kind of got a little emotional. Like I know Bourbon County did a lot of talking. And
well, it's a very emotional game because you got two programs that are fighting for the same thing, and we're 20 minutes apart from each other.
Exactly.
So the kids grow up together, they know each other. Yeah. So this isn't the first time these kids have seen each other, and both two big time programs with a lot of pride. So you're gonna see a lot of emotion when that happens, especially in a state tournament setting. That was in the 2A tournament. So neither team's gonna want to back down and play for a lot right there.
Coach, it's a shame that Livers got injured there for Tates Creek, the point guard, because she's their weapon. But hats off to Dunbar. That's a fine basketball team that Coach Runyon's got there, led by, of course, Coons, the Coons girl, with another close to double-double tonight. She's a double-double machine.
It was tough to watch Livers go down, especially for Tates Creek to get to this setting, for her to be one of the leaders on the team. To want to play in this game. You never like to see any kid get hurt. It doesn't matter whether it's your team or another team. You want to see all the players on the floor playing in a big game like this.
Yeah,
but Tates Creek's been playing great basketball down the floor. And then, Coach Runyon, he's a great coach over at Dunbar. I think this makes 3 in a row for them. You don't do that without doing something right. And you said at Coons in the program over there, they're playing some really good basketball, and they're representing this district well.
Think about it, they're all back next year.
They are. The district is young, really, when you think about it. A lot of teams are returning a lot next year, so I think the district really sets up nice to represent this region and possibly the state tournament for the next 2 to 3 years. Good coaching, good players, good young talent, and a lot to see, so come over and watch.
So Lexington Catholic will battle Tates Creek here in the boys' 43rd District Championship. Tates Creek's already made their way over to their bench. They're huddling up for Coach Gay. Brandon Salzman, the 11th Region Boys Coach of the Year, is over there in front of the scores table. His ball club's still out there in pregame warm-ups. And, Coach, what are you going to kind of see early on for this game to kind of dictate the game for
I think it's going to come down to which team can control pace. You can say that so much in any games. Catholic, I watch them a lot. We've watched them play. Pace is the name of the game here. So I'll be curious to see which team is able to play at the pace they want to play. Obviously, who's making shots and who's getting the shots they want will be big. Probably the next, we always say our girls win the first 4 minutes. So I think the team that wins the first 4 minutes of this game is going to dictate what happens for the next hour and a half going forward.
Congratulations, Coach, to your girls that made the all-tournament team.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, it was we got 2 special girls that won it there, Farrell Weldon and Chloe Treese, very well-deserving. Yeah. 2 big-time players for our program and 2 girls that are going to be coming back next year. So they're a part of some of the big things we hope to accomplish here. We got a lot of great girls in our program. I'm lucky to get to coach them.
Yeah, Farrah Weldon's a super talent, and Teresa a prolific scorer, so they'll be back next year for Lexington Catholic. We're just a few seconds away here from Chuck Crawford, the public address announcer. Done a great job here at the 43rd District with his announcing of the starting lineups, and we'll go down to him. Of course, also a baseball coach here at Tates Creek. And by the way, Tates Creek has been in every district championship in every sport. That's hard to do.
That's extremely hard to do. That says something about the athletic program over here. I know a lot of the coaches here and the stuff they're doing.
Yeah.
That's not just luck to accomplish something like that. That is absolutely skill and planning and going out and getting the job done.
Tates Creek High School for tonight's boys 43rd District Basketball Championship. featuring the Knights of Lexington Catholic and the Commodores of Tates Creek High School. And now for your starting lineup. First of all, for the visiting Lexington Catholic Knights, a 6'4" sophomore, number 3, Jack Coleman. A 6'4" senior, number 4, Peyton Jackson Smith. A 6'4" senior, number 32, Luke Wedding. And a 6'3" junior, number 33, Ben Johnson. Matt Hasselbetter, Tommy Houston, and Brandon Woody, and the head coach of the Knights, Brandon Salzman. And now for the home team, Tates Creek Commodores! Senior number 1, Maxwell Morton. Zion Taylor. Senior number 4, Michael Amari Taylor, and a 6'4" junior, number 32, Josh DuPoint. Your official timekeeper, Brian Davis. Your official scorer, Greg Horford. Your officials tonight, Andy Dunn, J.T. Taylor, and Dave Hammond.
So your starting lineups: Amari Taylor, Sion Townsend, Josh DeToit, Maxwell Morton, and Michael Wade for Tates Creek. It'll be Ben Johnson, Jack Goman, Peyton Pelfrey, Jackson Smith, and the fifth starter out there will be Peyton Pelfrey. Who else we got out there, Coach? Smith.
Jack Goman.
Jack Goman, that's
Jack
who
Goman.
it is, Jack Goman. I should remember him. He's one of the leading scorers.
He is, well, he's a good assist man, too.
Yeah, good assist man. And so it'll be Luke Wedding, outstanding three-point shooter, about 47%, going up against DeToit. For the white-clad Commodores and in the black with the blue, Catholic, and Catholic wins the toss. Jack Goman brings it across. He's working on Townsend on the left side, looking out top as he tries to come there to Smith. And he comes out now to Smith. Smith, one of the back door, goes through the hands and picked off by Morton, Maxwell Morton. Morton across the timeline. He's going to work out there defensively on Pelfrey. So the first possession, he tried to go back door, and it went right through the legs, it looked like.
You can see Tates Creek came out in that pressure defense, and Catholic wanted to get a lot of action going towards the rim.
Townsend swings it around to Michael Wade over to Mari Taylor. Mari Taylor loses a handle on it, back door, and taps it around, and picked off by Pelfrey. Leads it out to Ben Johnson. Ben works in on Taylor to the basket, and Rowe with the left hand. He went left hand that time, Coach.
Good. Like I said, going to the rim. You always want to get some good shots right at the rim to start a game.
That was a good shot at the basket there with the left hand. Almost a steal in backcourt by Peyton Pelfrey. Now they come to DeToit, hangs and draws the foul there on Luke Wedding. And Luke didn't like the call, but I thought it was a pretty good call.
Yeah, I thought it came across his arms right there. Came across his arms.
So the foul on Wedding, that'll be his first, the team's first foul. 2-0 on a Ben Johnson lay-in with the left hand, and it'll be Josh DeToit, 6'4" junior, averages nearly 10 points and 5.5 rebounds, and he knocks down the free throw. First point of the game for the Commodores. It's 2-1 Lexington Catholic here at Tates Creek in front of a packed house.
It is packed. I was literally just getting ready to say that. I think it's starting to finally fill up, and you got a good environment going right here.
Rolls off. DeToit can't believe it. Rolled off on him. 2-1. Here's Ben Johnson across the line on Taylor. Stops, pops, and no good back of the rim. Rebounded. Climbing the ladder was Taylor. Taylor down court to the basket. Gives it over right side. Townsend's shot won't go. Battle for Michael Wade. And on the floor, Tates Creek gets it back. And they throw it out to Wade. In the corner, Mari Taylor lets a three rip off the rim. Tapped around, DeToit's got it. Keeping that alive was Townsend. Good job by Sion Townsend. Check out the Scholastic Ball Report this Sunday at noon on the CWKYT. Townsend down the middle. It's rolling and puts it up. No good. Tapped out. And they're going to let it go out of bounds. They're going to give it back to Tates Creek.
I think both teams are showing a lot of good patience coming out here, spacing the floor. Like I said, trying to get some good shots to start the game, getting a good rhythm downhill.
Amari Taylor, the leading scorer for the Commodores, averaging 15 points a game. Clears out to the right side, gives it up to Sion Townsend. He comes over now to Morton. Morton looking to Detroit, working on Pelfrey. And, excuse me, that's Smith with him out there defensive. Jackson Smith. Here is Amari Taylor. Got it! Taylor from downtown. 4-2 Creek. I think it's important Creek get a lead and hold on to it because Catholic's so explosive.
And like I said, absolutely, Catholic is very explosive, but be it on your home floor in any game, you want to get off to a good start.
Three-pointer off the mark by Luke Wedding.
You know, seeing that ball go through that net a couple times will kind of calm you down, settle you down, let you get in the rhythm.
Amari Taylor hit the big three for Creek on the right side. Detroit catches it back to Taylor. Yet to cross the 10-second line in the middle of Detroit. Detroit goes to Michael Wade. Baseline high arcer, and that's an air ball. Rebounded out there by Johnson. Johnson rebounds well, too. Stops and pops from three. Off the front of the iron. Battle around. Michael Wade's got it. Clears it out on the right side with it. Townsend. They go to Detroit. He is going to be fouled by Luke Wedding. And, Coach, that's two on him.
Quick ones. Two quick ones right there.
So Wedding might be relegated to the bench. And he is, as young man who started the other night for Catholic. Ian Rothbauer checks into the game. He started the other night.
And Ian's a good player. Ian's a good athlete that comes off the bench and kind of one of those guys that does a little bit of everything for you.
James McKenzie, big 6'5", seniors in the ball game now for Tates Creek, number 11. So McKenzie in there. He had some height for Creek.
He does. And Luke being one of our better rebounders, let's see how he impacts the game coming for Tates Creek on the offensive boards.
Amari Taylor down low to McKenzie. Posting up to the basket, banks it. No, Detroit follows it, yes! What a follow by Detroit. He just wouldn't be denied, 6-2.
It's a good, strong rebound follow in right there.
Creek with the early lead. Catholic overcomes to Smith. Looking back door. Tates Creek really getting after defensively. He gets it now down low, and they go to Rothbauer to block by. That's going to be goaltending by McKenzie.
Then we got a foul.
So they're not going to count the basket. Everybody's saying the basket should count. Yeah, it should have been goaltending, Coach. I'm not sure what they're doing.
See if they're going to change their mind right here.
So referees they're going to give him 2 free throws. I think that
looks like it's a clean block. He got it right before it went off the glass. So
free throw connected by Ian Rothbauer, his first point, and it's 6-3. I thought he blocked it. If you hit it on the board, it is goaltending, right?
Mm-hmm. Connects it. If it hits that glass first, it is goaltending.
Yeah. So Rothbauer connects on both of them, and coming in is Ryan Russell, double R squared as I call him, and going out will be Pelfrey. 6-4, 4:30 to go in the first quarter here at Tates Creek High School, 43rd District Championship. Gary Ball with Lee Tecton, William Warfield. Kick it in the corner. Detroit lines up to 3, off the mark, and rebounded by Jackson Smith. Smith's one of the leading field goal shooters in the state. Spin move by Ben Johnson, and he got it. He had it on spin cycle, Coach.
He did. It's a nice move, but you can see him when he's coming to the floor, he's scanning that floor the whole time, reading the defense.
6-6 is your score. Ben Johnson ties it up. That's his 4th point. In the middle, McKenzie jumps up, grabs it, goes over to Amari Taylor. They come over now to Maxwell Morton. Morton, a good student here at Tates Creek, academically. Morton looking for clearouts, gets it to Detroit. Detroit over to Amari Taylor, looking down low to McKenzie. Out top to Detroit. He takes it to the basket, throws it up, draws the foul, and that's going to go on Rothbauer, I believe. Yeah. Rothbauer picks up his first. Remember, Luke Weddy picked up 2 early on. He's on the bench now.
One thing that Tates Creek's doing really well against the pressure, they're getting the ball in the middle of the floor. Catholic's keeping it out of the middle from the dribble, but once they get in the half court, Tates Creek is driving the rim very well.
Free throw connected there by Detroit. Josh, a 6'4" junior. 7-6, Creek with 3:39 in the first quarter of action. Second one too strong, and good box out and good rebound there by Russell. Hands it back to Johnson. Johnson, long bomb and he off the mark on the floor, and Russell picks it up They come over on the left side, and a three-pointer knocked down by Jack Coleman.
That's good hustle by Ryan Russell to dig that ball out of there and then move it around.
Coleman has become a big-time scorer for Catholic in the last half of this season, hasn't he?
He's shooting the ball really well.
Morton down the lane, dipsy-doodle, and puts his shot up, draws the foul. And then we're going to have a foul called, and
that's going to be on Jackson.
It's going to be on Jackson Smith. So at the line will be the Commodores and Maxwell Morton, a 5'7" senior, averaging over 8 points a game, looking for his first point in this 43rd District game championship, and he got it. Lexington Catholic boys have already been on my Scholastic Ball Report. They were on there early in the season. Tates Creek's on Sunday, and I tell you, came in Taylor, Townsend, and Maxwell Morton all came in, and they're all outstanding students at Tates Creek.
I have no doubt. I mean, that's the biggest thing right here at this level is make sure the kids got their priorities straight.
That's
and
right.
Academics.
Exactly right. We're tied, Coach, at 9-all.
It's going to be a good one. So we said the first 4 minutes,
Yep.
and now we're 5 minutes in, and it's tied.
You're exactly right. Smith hands to the Ben Johnson, down low to Rothbauer, lost the handle on it, put up the shot, but he drew the foul. And I think R.J. Smith, who just checked in there, might have picked that one up. Yeah, it goes on R.J. Smith. 2 shots coming for Rothbauer. He's 2 for 2 at the line. He had a couple of shots up there earlier.
He did.
Rothbauer and too strong. Detroit in and McKenzie out.
The way this game's going, we might need to track what the free throw count's going to look like. See which team does better from there and gets to that stripe tonight, because I think we've only had maybe 2 possessions in the first 5 minutes that didn't end up at the stripe.
Rothbauer connects on the second one. I think you're right, Coach. 10-9, Catholic. Here's a steal, Rothbauer. Gets it out. Here's Ben Johnson, top of the circle. Yes! That's 7 for Ben Johnson. And Coach Gay wants to talk about it. Timeout, Tates Creek. 2:42 to go in the first quarter. It's 13-9, and the lead here. This is the Mingy Beef Jerky high school basketball. Here's that good ball movement there, Coach.
It was. That's a big shot right there by Ben Johnson to knock that down.
He likes the top of the key, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he likes it everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
He'll shoot it anywhere he can get a good look.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a problem with that.
Ben Johnson has 7 points already. 7 points. He has 2 field. Remember, they opened the game up. He went down the left side, used that left hand and banked it in. And then he had a spin cycle move and then he just hit the. So that young man can do it all.
He can score from anywhere. You know, he gets so much talked about with his 3-point shooting, but he's hard to guard off the bounce. He can get to the rim anytime he wants.
No doubt. And Morton in backcourt gets it to Taylor. Over it goes now to Townsend. Back to Amari Taylor. Back to Townsend. They got to get it. They skip it over to Morton. Left side. He penetrates. Now comes back to Townsend. Sion dribbles in, and on the R.J. Smith has it. Townsend lets a 3 go off the back of the rim. Taps out, but rebounded by Coleman. Coleman to be battling for quarterback for the. Here's Ben Johnson to the basket. Put it up and in. He will get the soup and the sandwich. That's 9 already for BJ.
He's off quick.
Ben Johnson. Younger brother Luke and Tanner Johnson. Dad David was a 1,200-point scorer, I believe, at Catholic. So a lot of points scored in that family.
He can still shoot the ball, yes.
Morton down low to the basket. No. R.J. Smith battling, and Ben Johnson wins that battle. 16-9, Catholic by 7. They have the basketball. Ben Johnson, left side, cut off. Now skips it over to Coleman. Coleman down to Rothbauer, looking down low to Jackson Smith. Gives it back to Coleman. Coleman drives baseline, and he charged into the ball to Morton. Morton drew the charge.
For lowering that shoulder, going baseline.
So number 12 is checked in. That's Caleb Givens, a 5'7" senior. A good free throw shooter. Givens in there. He's got the ball on the right side. Cross the line in the middle to Detroit. Strong move to the basket. Won't go. And that was altered by Johnson. Ben in the middle.
Tates Creek's doing a good job of getting the ball in the middle of the press. Open the game.
To the basket, boy, put it up and in. 5 for Coleman. And Catholic has doubled up 18-9 over Tates Creek. Mari Taylor, bounce over to Givens. Givens gives to Detroit, and he's going to power it up and in. Detroit with 6 points now, 18-11. Cross the line, and they strip it out of there. Coleman has a strip by Taylor. Amari down low, hangs, blocked by Ben Johnson. And good block by
Got 2 good defensive plays right there. 2 good time plays.
Ben Johnson has 10 points here in the first quarter. 56 seconds to go. R.J. Smith set to put it in play. Over to Givens, out top to Taylor. With Rothbauer on him. They swing it around to Morton. And Jared Gay up off his bench. He's calling for a clear out, it looks like. So R.J. Smith will come to the top of the key, and Givens will go down to the left side. 33 seconds. And I think they're trying to bring Catholic out of the zone.
Well, I think this is a good move by Tates Creek coach. You know, Ben's got hot, Catholic got hot. That pace favored them. Really, the past, 3.5 minutes when we're talking about that. So
exactly.
Settle here for your last shot. I don't know who's got the jump right now, but playing on your home floor, get a good shot right here. It's still a 7-point ball game.
Yeah, I can't see that possession clock down there.
He's going to go about 8 seconds right here. Here we go. See what they're.
Givens to R.J. Smith. 5 seconds over to Amari Taylor. Jumps it up on the baseline off the front of the iron. No, rebounded by Johnson. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. And it's a good first quarter for the Knights.
Very good first quarter.
18-11 over the Commodores. We had the second quarter here on the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Basketball Game of the Week here at Tates Creek.
Some things never change. Like the sound of pads crushing against the equipment, the feel of cleats on fresh-cut grass, or the deep rest from a full practice. Another thing that never changes, the feeling of relief when the whistle blows for break. And the savory snack to go along with it. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingy moment.
And Wedding's got those 2 early fouls.
Got 2, yeah. Wedding's got 2.
Welcome back here for the second quarter action. Gary Ball with Lee Tech, the Lexington Catholic girls coach, and William Warfield, the King of Stream, in front of a packed house here at Tates Creek's 43rd District Showdown.
It is.
Lexington Catholic up 18-11 as we start, and Tates Creek I thought Tates Creek had possession. They indeed do to start.
They did, and that was a smart job by their coach there.
Taylor.
Settle down a little bit, get 2 good shots in a row.
Givens, a three-pointer. Caleb Givens, three-pointer out of the right baseline, makes it 18-14. Well, that'll cut the lead down in a hurry. And here's a strip and a steal, and Givens powers it up and in. 5 straight by Givens, 18-16.
Good pressure. That was a good drive by Taylor and Find right there for a good shot.
Ben Johnson double team, throws it down low, picked off by Martin Taylor. Taylor comes over down left side to Townsend. He goes baseline, throws blocked away, and picked back up by Townsend. He's down low, throws it up, and he's going to be fouled. Rothbauer was there, and also in the game is Michael Hawkins, a big 6'6 sophomore. 45, he's in there for Catholic. But that went on Rothbauer.
That 2 on Rothbauer, correct?
Yeah, 2 on Wedding.
2 on Wedding, 2 on Rothbauer.
Yeah, they've committed 6 team fouls, only 3 by the Commodores. 7:10 to play in the first half. And at the line to try to tie this game up, Sion Townsend, a 75% free throw shooter, and he bricks it. Townsend trying to make it a 1-point game. Remember, 1-point coaches was 18-9 Catholic.
It was.
So it's been 7 straight by now make it still 7 straight. Misses them both.
That's all right. They still appear to be in a good rhythm right now. Catholic needs to come down here and get a good shot.
Ben Johnson, and
go.
he's going to be fouled. Good drive by Ben, who had 10 points in that first quarter to lead everybody.
That's a smart move by Ben Johnson. One of the best ways to break rhythm is to get to the free throw line.
I think that's what goes unnoticed about Ben Johnson. What a cerebral player he is. His basketball IQ is off the chart.
It is very much off the chart. You talk, the kid's IQ is just off the chart in general. You talk to him, he's a great teammate. He's a great young man.
Yeah.
But
I used to love talking to Tanner Johnson and
absolutely
all the Johnsons.
But you can watch him when he's playing. He's watching everything that's going on the floor. He's seeing everything.
Yep. And he got them both. So 12 points now for Ben Johnson, the region's leading scorer at nearly 26 points a game. With the basketball, Townsend angles toward the right side. He's cut off out there by Ryan Russell. They give it over in the corner now to R.J. Smith. Back they swing it to Sion Townsend. 20-16 is your score. Catholic by 4. Tates Creek with the leather. Down low, shot put up, won't go. Townsend couldn't get it to go.
It's a good job of staying vertical by Ben, just keeping his numbers between him and the rim.
Goldman back to Johnson. He'll take it from there. Stops and pops from 18. Got it. 14 now for Ben Johnson, and he's fired up.
He is off to a good start for a big game.
Mari Taylor into the paint. Little bump, no call. Over comes now to Townsend. Well, man-to-man, Bull Catholic really gets after it defensively. Townsend down low. Swings it back to Taylor. Over they come now. Gibbons lets a 3 rip. Back of the rim, no. And a nice long rebound by R.J. Smith. They give it to Townsend. He hangs, puts it up, no, and the foul's going to be called on Hawkins.
Taylor did a good job there holding on to that ball for just about a half second early to get 2 to commit to him. Then he swung it quick, and then Catholic was chasing after that.
6'6", 230-pound Michael Hawkins. That's a big young man right there.
He's a big young man.
At the line is Townsend. He missed 2 free throws up there earlier, but he makes that one. So it's 22-17. So back in the game will be Peyton Pelfrey, and going out will be Rothbauer. So Russell, Goldman, Hawkins, Ben Johnson, and Pelfrey. Second free throw good by the 75% free throw shooter, Sion Townsend, a senior. 22-18, Catholic by 4 with 5:55 to go. Ben Johnson down the lane, kicks it over. Here's a shot, a long three-pointer, knocked down on a shot by Ryan Russell. Here's Taylor, a 3, in and out, rebounded by Russell. Mari Taylor wanted to match that, didn't he? Wanted to match it, 3 for 3. Ben Johnson, a long 3, off the rim. Hawkins battling, and they save it in bounds. Hawkins over there battling with Pelfrey. Give it to Ben Johnson. Kicks it in the corner, and there's a long 3 off the mark, and on the shot by Goldman, rebounded by Taylor. Big possession here for Creek.
It is. See what kind of shot they get with
Taylor, fade away, no good. Battling down low, Smith, and I'm going to say off of Catholic. Went off of Russell. Back into the game, Jackson Smith. Going out will be Hawkins. And Hawkins doesn't look happy that he got taken out, does he?
Well, I think we're just subbing to stay fresh. There's a lot of basketball left to play.
Mari Taylor.
The pace this game's going at, you're going to have to keep people fresh for about the final 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah. Taylor has the 1-3, and that's all he's been able to make so far.
He's made a couple good passes, though, so even though he may not scored much, he's got his team some good shots.
R.J. Smith to Townsend. Townsend swings it over now to Amari Taylor. Taylor into the lane, throws it up off balance, and it goes in somehow. And Amari Taylor, he says, where's the foul?
That's a heck of a shot. But you could tell that they were working to get him because they brought him off that double screen. So just like we were talking about, they were working to get him going.
Yep, that's 5 points for Taylor. 25-20, that's the lead for Catholic. Ben Johnson down the lane to the basket, left hand up and in. What a shot! 16. That's 16 for Ben Johnson.
In the first half. We still got 4 minutes to play.
Yeah, exactly. He might have 20-some points at halftime. Right side it comes now to Morton. Maxwell Morton looks at the bench, backs it back up, 27-20. Lexington Catholic by 7. Tates Creek has the basketball. The story's been Ben Johnson. 16 of the 27 points. Pass to DeToit. Josh DeToit. Left side, kicks it back out to Morton. He's going to hand it to Townsend. And Amari Taylor down low. They go to DeToit. baseline, about a 10-footer. Bull rattles in. Bullseye. That is 8 for Detroit.
He's off to a good start.
Yeah, got a good start. He's a junior. 27-22.
Good hard shot fake right there. One dribble pull up.
Pelfrey out top to Goldman. Goldman down low to Johnson, and it's gonna be a foul. And Townsend's going, well, he pushed me, and they're gonna call a foul on me. I think he may have a point, Coach.
One thing Ben is, he'll sit there and he'll post you up too. He's not afraid of contact.
That's right. He's not.
Whether it's 20 feet out or 2 feet from the rim, he's wanting to play basketball.
Goldman to Johnson, down low, throws it up, and blocked by Smith out of bounds. He'll go back to Catholic. That was a good block there by R.J. Smith. He's a good athlete.
Yes.
Quick.
That was a good recovery right there to help out.
Goldman down low to Ben Johnson on the baseline, and he spins. A little fade away, off the mark, and rebounded, coming out with it.
Played good post defense right there.
Yeah, that was a good move there by Ben Johnson. He did everything but get the shot to go down. Maxwell Morton backs it out. Tates Creek down by 5, but they have the leather. Into the lane, Morton to the basket, and he can't scoop it up and in. Rebounded by Catholic. Ben Johnson kicks it over down to Russell. Russell goes baseline. He kicks it now to Pelfrey. Out to Jackson Smith. Smith to the basket, and he draws a charge there. I was talking the other night when Lexington Catholic was playing. A real battle going on between the kid from Male. I believe it's Caleb Glenn, shooting about 70%. This young man right near 70% for Lexington Catholic is 1 or 2 in the entire state in field goal shooting.
Jackson does, like I said, when you talk about, Catholic has such good pieces and they play well together, Jackson's a big one of those pieces.
Yeah.
He makes a lot of the plays on a given night that helps them win ball games that maybe people don't notice. He's finishing shots he's supposed to finish. Takes a lot of charges. I know he's going for a record right there, and charges taken, and he's doing well. You watch games, and you can't watch one game you don't watch a play that Jackson makes that didn't help them win that game.
Leading scorers, Ben Johnson has 16. That leads everybody. Josh Detroit has 8 to lead Tates Creek. Amari Taylor has 5, so he's really trying to get on track here. Tates Creek, a 16-game winner. Lexington Catholic, one of the best records in the state. Well, this year you say because the best record belongs to Ashland. The Tomcats, 29-0, 30-0?
I think, I believe they are undefeated still. So, at this point in the season, though, records, they're nice. You got a good rhythm going, but they kind of go out the window in every single one of these games. And you win, they can't deny you. So rankings and records don't really matter anymore.
Free throw goes in there.
Rattles around. All around good shot right there.
Just kind of stuck in the rim.
It did. It didn't want to go down there for a second, but it wasn't coming back out.
So 28-22, Lexington Catholic on top. And second rolls off. Rebounded by R.J. Smith. Full court press, 2-2-1 by the Knights being employed. Caleb Gibbons on the right side, dribbles out of it.
Split.
Left side, he comes now. There's a shot, won't go. Getting back on it, R.J. Smith. Blocked from the backside on a good block there by Russell. Russell has it, bombs the 3. Back of the rim, no. Tapped out. Ben Johnson's got it. Johnson kicks it in the corner to Goldman. Goldman goes baseline, loops it back around to Jackson Smith. He's going to come out top. Here's Ben Johnson's deep 3 off the rim. And rebounded by Amari Taylor. Man, he just
That's a nice, strong rebound right there.
Amari Taylor to the basket, left hand up and in. He's got 7 now for Taylor. Detroit has 8, so they have 15 of the 24 points. 28-24, Lexington Catholic. Minute 55 to go in the first half. Gary Ball, Lee Tech, and William Warfield, the king of string. Ben Johnson down the lane. The body's flying, and they'll count the basket for Ben Johnson. 18 now.
Basket by Ben Johnson. Takes the foul on number 15, R.J. Smith.
18 already for Ben Johnson.
It's off to a good start. Hopefully we get this free throw and make 19.
He's on target for a big game tonight. He's had multiple games of 30-plus, 40, right at 40.
40-plus against Madison Central.
Johnson now hits the free throw.
Big players just play big in big games. He's one of them. But, you talk about Taylor just had a strong rebound and went coast to coast.
Yep. Amari Taylor. Down the lane, a dipsy doodle, missed and rebounded. Coming out with it is Pelfrey. Johnson, long pass. Jackson Smith running the floor. Can't handle the high pass, and Jackson Smith is going to turn it over to Tates Creek. They're down by 7. Tates Creek works it across the line. That's Maxwell Morton. Morton hands it to Givens out top. Works out there. Gives it back over now to Maxwell Morton. Minute 14 to go. First half action. 31-24 Lexington Catholic. Gives it back to Givens. They're looking for Taylor. Amari Taylor down low. Throws it up. Draws a foul. Had that gone, I believe Coach would have counted that basket.
He called it on the floor, but he's going to be shooting anyway in the bonus. I think Tates Creek, we talked about that 3-minute mark in the first half. They've done a lot better job of controlling offensive pace the way they want to control it, which has helped them keep this within distance. You know, Catholic's getting out and running, getting downhill, getting layups. But Tates Creek's also making Catholic play defense right here, and they're getting good shots out of it.
Amari Taylor, 6'3" senior guard, knocks down the free throw. He has 8 points now. But the story of this game is Ben Johnson with 19 points of the Catholic 31.
And he's done it all. He's hit threes. He's got to the rim, done it from the free throw line.
Amazing. Taylor gets the free throw.
Taylor, 2 good free throws from the line right there.
That's 9 for him. 31-26. The lead is 5 for the Knights of Lexington Catholic against Lexington Tates Creek here at the 43rd District Basketball Tournament. Dunbar won earlier tonight, 62-46. Down low, Jackson Smith. And it's going to be a foul called on number 10 there, Creek, and that, of course, is Camden Combs, number 10.
Ben's got off to such a good start. They brought him off that little screen there and doubled him up, and he's able to find the open man.
Another thing that Mr. Smith does is shoot free throws pretty good. Jackson looking for his 4th point at the line. Got it. What's his percentage from the line? Do you know, Coach?
I do not know.
I know Ben Johnson's is about 86%.
I feel like our whole team shoots it pretty well.
Yeah, 33-26. Under a minute to go here in the first half in front of a packed house here at Tates Creek.
It's a good environment tonight.
Really good. Caleb Givens over to Taylor, fakes the 3, goes down the lane. He's going to be fouled by Ben Johnson. That's what, 2 on Ben?
I believe so.
Luke Wedding picked up 2 early on, had to go to the bench.
Here's Taylor showing a high IQ for the game. The last 4 times he's touched the ball, he's drove it every time.
Yeah.
And he's got a layup and 2 fouls out of it. So.
And 3 free throws. Made all 3 of them.
Absolutely.
That's 10 now for Taylor. He leads Tates Creek in scoring with 15.6 points a game. Second is Townsend at 12.5 a game. Taylor rolls it in. Boy, nice soft touch there.
It is. It's a good-looking shot.
That's 11 now for Taylor. 33-28. Catholic by 5. They have lead and leather. In the ball game now is Colson Perry. At guard, give it back to Coleman, and that runner rolls off, rebounded by Amari Taylor. 26 seconds. Taylor skips it in the corner, and there's a 3-pointer out of the corner by Morton, won't go, and let's see, knocked out there by Tates Creek.
That was a good find by Taylor there, skip across the court.
All the way to Morton.
Man running the corner, yep. Good spacing too.
Lob to Johnson, exactly. Ben. There's 15 seconds to go in the first half. Ben Johnson has 19 points here in the first half to lead the offensive attack. Ben Johnson down the floor, kicks it over, and there's a shot out of the corner. Won't go, and a whistle, and
foul call. Push in the back on Taylor.
Yeah. This will send to the line Ryan Russell. 33-28, 1.9 seconds. Boy, you hate those fouls that are called with just, seconds.
Yeah, this is a tough situation because you got to stop there. You're looking worst case scenario. You go on the halftime with a down 5, and now he's got an opportunity for 7.
Free throw by Russell rolls in there. Here's Seth Davis in there, not the CBS commentator, Seth Davis. Guy does all NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
This is a different Seth Davis. 34-28 and makes them both. Good free throw. That's 5 points for Ryan Russell. There's a three-quarter court shot off the mark for Morton. So we head to the locker rooms, and Lexington Catholic by 7, 35-28, leading Tates Creek here at halftime on the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Basketball Game of the Week. We'll be back here to Tates Creek with the Commodores trailing Lexington Catholic by 7 with Lee Tecton. William Warfield, the King of Stream, here on the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Basketball Game of the Week.
At Atkinson Sims and Kermode, we are here to help you get back to what matters most.
Helping you through your financial situation is our only purpose. We are involved at every step, guiding you towards relief.
A better life can't exist after bankruptcy. Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78. Call us today and take the first step towards a new beginning.
Did you know, in addition to education assistance, UPS now provides housing for qualified employees? Through the UPS Kentucky Living Options and Opportunities Path, also known as UPS Kentucky Loop, you can work part-time in Louisville, go to school at Jefferson Community and Technical College, and receive housing for up to 2 years. Earn a degree or learn a trade. It's up to you. Loop benefits are available to those who live outside the Louisville metro area, whether you're just starting college or going back to school. It's time to get in the loop. For more information, visit upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 956 Kentucky charities and community events.
Employees of Whitaker Bank volunteered 14,860 hours to better our Kentucky communities.
93 nonprofits that promote diversity and inclusion in Kentucky are supported by Whitaker Bank.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
At Atkinson Sims and Kermode, we are here to help you get back to what matters most.
Helping you through your financial situation is our only purpose. We are involved at every step, guiding you towards relief.
A better life can't exist after bankruptcy. Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78. Call us today and take the first step towards a new beginning.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
There are 50 Whitaker Bank locations serving Kentucky communities just like mine.
61 Whitaker Bank ATMs throughout Kentucky make getting quick access to cash easy.
Whitaker Bank staff serves the needs of nearly 70,000 Kentucky customers every day.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you. Back here at halftime, and William, that family there, I believe has people watching in Houston, Texas. Shout out to all you folks. I know Mr. Johnson, Ben's father, told me that Tanner and Luke watch every game that Ben's playing in, so they're probably watching tonight. Where's Tanner at and where's Luke at? I mean, I'm not sure what. You know what city they're in?
I do not. I know they're both playing college ball right now. They come down. they still work out at Lexington Catholic every so often in the summer and get to see them and talk to them.
Yeah.
You know, they can still play.
Oh, yeah.
They still beat up on me. I try to go in there and play a little one-on-one, and it's about the quickest games I've ever played in my life.
So it's 35-28. Lexington Catholic, only 2 turnovers in that first half by the Commodores, so they handled the ball well, but really they've played pretty even with Lexington Catholic. It's just been a 19-point barrage by Ben Johnson is the reason there's some replays from the first half.
The good drives, like I said, he got going downhill. Catholic really, you could tell, focused their offense on that. It's a good shot by Taylor right there, contested hard 3. And then, you know, we kind of talked about the second quarter and the final little bit of the first quarter. Tates Creek was a lot more deliberate with their offense, didn't run as much. And I thought it played dividends for them. They did a really good job with that, and they scored well out of it. And like I said, to only have 2 turnovers against a 2-2-1, which Catholic, you know, likes to pressure the ball all the way up the floor on makes and misses, is a good job done by the Commodores. That was a big shot right there by Ben Johnson and run.
William has amazing highlights.
Oh, he does a great job. Does a great job. You all both do for high school sports in this area.
I'm impressed with the crowd in here tonight.
It's really, I mean, you see a few pockets here, but it's a packed house. I mean, you got some people standing in the doors instead of going up and sitting. You know, this is the way high school basketball should be for a district championship game. 2 city schools, you know, 2 schools close to each other. It's good hands right there. Finish.
I believe that was Caleb Gibbons moments ago for that 3-pointer.
You know, we talk about the vision of Ben Johnson right there. You saw as soon as they started running 2 at him, his head immediately went up. You know, bad basketball players will put their head down, try to beat that one-on-one. He took 1-2 dribbles, and he knew exactly where he's going to. And threw it about 30 feet across court to a shooter who hit a good shot.
And give a shout out to Ann Bergman. She's watching tonight. Kevin and Lucy are here, but she's watching. She's with Lucy. Tony and
my man Tony here.
Yeah, he's here with Kevin.
I love watching him cheer games on. He's funny.
Yep.
Now I have to give a shout out to Miss Bergman, my boss, so I can't not say hi to her.
She's what, assistant principal now?
She is.
And Bridget ran into last night. She was at a board meeting and a wine tasting at Spindletop, and she ran into the former prez of Lexington Catholic.
Mr. Angelucci?
Yes, I love Steve Angelucci.
He's a good man.
He's a great guy.
He's a good man.
Now, I think he's at Trancey now, I want to say.
He was. I know he talked about retirement from Catholic, and then as soon as he got retired from Catholic, like 2 days later, Trancey offered him jobs, so he had to take it. So,
well, you know, a good guy can't hold him down long.
No, he's a good guy.
Judy Pelfrey's watching. Give her a shout out. So shout out to Miss Pelfrey. Got about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. What do you think? What can Tates Creek do to? I mean, they're only down 7. If they come out here in the second half and hit a couple threes, I mean, this would be interesting.
I think again, how deliberate they are with their offense. If they can get back to the free throw line, if they can get Catholic into foul trouble, and again allowing them to control that pace, I think that's the name of the game for them. You know, what kind of start does Ben Johnson get off right here? You know, he had a great first half. What's the first couple shots he sees this second half will be huge.
All right, a couple more shout-outs, guys. We got Alex Tranter watching. You got isn't Alex akin to your girlfriend? Is that right, Lee?
She is my girlfriend, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's a cheerleading coach, yeah.
I was thinking of her sister, I guess.
Kennedy Tranter.
Kennedy
Tranter, yes.
All right, John Baber watching as well, says go Knights. Kelly Cameron also watching in Philadelphia, says go Knights. Thanks, Preston, for the coverage. And Robin Musler also says go Knights.
Yeah, I'm sure we got them watching all over tonight, all over with the internet, you can go all over the world. So I know when we did Marquez Warwick's games at Henry Clay, Belize watch, right, William? All the folks in Belize watch. That's where Warwick's family's from. So went nationwide with that one, countrywide. So,
well, you got to give some credit to you all for making that happen. You know, I walk in to school after our games, and I have so many people talk about how they get to watch our games now. And beforehand, they didn't get to do that because they were at home with kids or they weren't able to travel with us. So you all give them the exposure that all these kids deserve, boys and girls. for all the hard work they do is,
William
means a lot.
William and I make a concerted effort to give the girls just as much coverage as the boys. So when we come to do a basketball tournament, we don't just show up like some folks do for the boys' game. We show up for the girls' game,
Absolutely.
too.
We appreciate it. It doesn't go unnoticed. Trust me when I say that.
And we appreciate the opportunity that Lexington Catholic gives us as well as the Fayette County Public Schools, and we wouldn't be anything without opportunity.
That's right. That's exactly
we
right.
appreciate everything.
We thank John Dixon, the athletic director here at Creek, for all his hospitality and help. And tomorrow they got the region draw at Eastern Kentucky. Prep Spin, of course, going to be there at 10 o'clock for the girls and 11 o'clock for the boys. And Prep Spin will be your home for the 11th region tournament.
And I do want to say Dixon's done a great job of putting this tournament on. It's never easy to run any tournament.
That's right.
Especially one this size, and it's such a crazy week. And, him and Tates Creek have put on a professional tournament, great tournament, so it's been a lot of fun.
For the Knights, it'll be Luke Wedding back out there for the second half. Jack Coleman, Peyton Pelfrey, Ben Johnson, and Jackson Smith. We'll check the Tates Creek lineup as soon as Catholic in this offensive play. Down low, reverse, rolls off, and Luke Wedding had a wide open reverse, and it just rolled off.
It's a good shot to open the half, though.
Townsend, Detroit, Amari Taylor, McKenzie's in there, and
run him
Morton.
off a double screen again right here. Screen, then he double
Taylor
screens.
out top. Amari into the lane, throws it up, goes back and gets the miss. Looking underneath and throws it off a Catholic player out of bounds. And Luke Wedding thought it went off of Amari Taylor, and from up here it kind of looked like it did.
So you always got to point to the official and say it went off him. You always got to do that. That's
Detroit,
a
three-pointer out the left side, that would have been huge. It wouldn't go. Rebounded, pulled down by Jackson Smith. Ben Johnson down the lane on Amari Taylor. Kicks it back out, Luke Wedding. Over to Smith. Over it goes to Goldman. Back to Ben Johnson. Down the lane with a left hand up and in. Ben Johnson, he's got 21.
He had 19 that first half. We talked about what kind of shot is he going to get to start this half, and that's a good one.
Gets a good shot with the left hand. That's the thing about him, he's ambidextrous.
He can go both ways. He can really do it all.
Down the
he's
lane.
fun to watch.
There's Townsend's shot, and he tried to pirouette and couldn't get that one to roll. Johnson, good pass, and shot won't go. Johnson gets it back, lays it up and in. 23 now for Johnson. I want to give a shout out to Coach Woodall and his family driving back from Western Kentucky to listen in their car. So shout out to the Woodall family as well.
And you see Ben Johnson, as soon as he got that rebound, he took 2 hard dribbles. That head was up. And he took one more dribble to get that Tates Creek defender in there for that little drop-off.
This 11-point lead is the biggest lead the Knights have enjoyed by 11, 6:47 to go here in this third quarter. This is what Catholic did the last time we saw him play here at Tates Creek, kind of pulled away in the second half.
Well, it is postseason. I mean, you can see a 15-point lead evaporate real quickly. This is a smart timeout by Tates Creek's coach. Settle your kids down. Let's get all on the same page, exactly what we're going to do. Let's get a good shot here. You can't guarantee you're going to make every shot, but we want to make sure we get a good one right here.
McKenzie gets it over to Morton on the right side. Morton has it knocked away. Gets it back out to Mari Taylor. 6:35 to go in the third quarter. Lexington Catholic 39, Lexington Tates Creek 28. Josh Detroit working there on Ben Johnson. Detroit looking for Taylor, gets it to him. Mari Taylor stops out front, goes to the baseline, tries to circus shot it up. Detroit gets it in the paint. High arcer, rolls off, and rebounded. Nicely done there by Jackson Smith. Pass is going to be picked off by Townsend. He carried the basketball.
He did. That's good hustle back by him to get a hold of that. To stop that layup.
So Sunday at noon, the Scholastic Ball Report, Sunday at noon. We have a feature on Ray Surratt, the great player, ended his career at Lafayette, baseball player and basketball. There's a fadeaway by Ben Johnson, won't go. Stuck back by Pelfrey, no. Tapped up, Detroit's battling, and there it is. Goes in by Goldman.
That's good offensive rebounding by Catholic. On defense, that just breaks your heart right there to get a stop and then give up 2 or 3 shots.
Mari Taylor to Morton, in the middle to McKenzie. Back to Mari Taylor, and foul called as he drives to the basket.
Is this on Luke Wedding?
Yeah, it's on Wedding. That's his third.
It's his third.
So into the game, R.J. Smith and Camden Combs in. R.J. Smith's got it on the left side. Gives it up to Townsend. Swing it back to Mari Taylor. 41-28. Taylor fade away, and it's blocked. And it's going to go back. It was partially blocked by Coleman. They're going to give it back to Tates Creek. Townsend over to Smith. Back to Townsend, just got inbounds. Townsend out front, takes it to the basket and rolls it off, rebounded by Smith. And he hits the floor, and we're going to have a foul called on Combs.
History foul on number 10, Camden Coleman.
5:12 to go in the third, and Catholic 41. Tates Creek 28. Inbound stolen. They give it back to Taylor, and right side put up and in.
Good ball movement, good find right there
by Maxwell Morton. 41-30. Down the right side, trying to shovel it left side, and it's going to go off Tates Creek out of bounds to Catholic.
Belfry tried to dump it down to Smith right there.
Sion Townsend has 2 points. Catholic's Coleman set to trigger. And they go into Smith. He's going to be grabbed by Taylor.
Basket block. Foul by Mari Taylor.
Mari Taylor, that's his second. Second team foul against Tates Creek here in the third quarter. 4:56 to go in the third quarter. We're going to have back in for Creek. Caleb Gibbons will check in for the Commodores. And going out will be Amari Taylor. So Taylor coming to the sideline. There's Coleman out of the corner, and that's in and out. Rebounded by Sion Townsend. Townsend picking up the pace to Gibbons. Out it comes Morton. A 17-footer, and it hits the rim and rolls out of there and tapped out by Gibbons.
Thought he was going to get the roll right there. One thing Catholic's done really well this second half, they've done a good job keeping the ball in the paint. You know, they're kind of collapsing in there, and even when Tates Creek drives, they got 2 or 3 bodies and a lot of hands right there around him trying to finish.
Coleman, good shovel down low. Jackson Smith lost the handle on it, picked up by Townsend. Townsend down floor to the basket, puts it up, and he draws the foul. If that goes on Luke Wedding, it'll be his 4th.
See who they call this on.
Yeah, Luke Wedding.
Yeah, that's 4.
Boy, Luke just can't catch a break tonight, can he?
He is. He's having a tough night.
Yeah. We're going to have a couple subs in for the Knights. Peyton Pelfrey set to check in, and I think it looks like Ryan Russell. Townsend, free throw good. So, excuse me, that's Ian Rothbauer. Ian Rothbauer and Ryan Russell check in for Wedding, and going out will be Pelfrey. 41-31, and Townsend looking for his 4th point, trying to cut this to a 9-point lead. 3-possession ball game, and he does.
Got it.
So, a 3-possession game, 41-32. With that 3-pointer, it's never over.
It is not. It is not over.
Ben Johnson skips it over now to Rothbauer. Rothbauer down the right side. Back it comes to Smith. Back out to Ben Johnson. Ben gets it back to Jackson Smith. Blocked from behind. Goes back to Catholic. 41-32. Lexington Catholic by 9. 4:11 to go in the third quarter of the 43rd District Boys Championship. Down low, and there's a spin by Coleman. Won't go, and picked back up. Jack's good hustle by Smith. Out to Ben Johnson. Good pass down low, and they're going to have a charge out front called, and it's going to go on Ben Johnson. I believe that's his 3rd.
Be curious to see how this plays out right here with his 3rd.
Luke Wedding already has 4. And let's see, Josh DeToit back in, R.J. Smith. And that gets the Tates Creek student body fired up.
Get a little louder here after that charge. Charges do that. They
they do.
They tend to get people fired up a little bit.
They showed William the board, and they got pictures of charges in there, don't they, William? Yeah. In the locker room. Morton.
Good move right there.
Passes left side, knocked out. Knocked out by Catholic. Goes back to Tates Creek with 3:44 here in this third quarter.
Morton did a good job with his retreat dribble right there and then pushed that ball right through that trap and got it downhill. I thought he should have gone and take that to the rim, try to shoot a layup instead of passing that off.
Exactly. Pass deep in backcourt, comes to R.J. Smith. He gets it up to Caleb Givens. Catholic in a man-to-man defense. Man-to-man.
Man-to-man.
As they say.
Sometimes you just got to man up and win your assignment. That's all you can do. It's no use to get complicated.
Townsend for Tates Creek. I tell you, there's been times in this game when they've almost taken the air out of the ball.
It has.
Townsend.
It has.
Over to Morton.
But I think it's been a good strategy by Tates Creek and their coach.
Josh DeToit back to Morton. On the left side, he brings it back out. Townsend gets the ball out front, crossing over, spinning, kicks it out. Morton lines up a three, and that's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Ben Johnson. 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. 41-32. Ben Johnson, here's 21, and off the rim, rebounded. Givens running the floor. Good pass, and shot put up, won't go.
Wouldn't fall in there.
Wouldn't go in there.
Good find right there.
And Goldman
got fouled down the other end.
Be fouled. One thing I like about these Catholic players, whomever it is that gets a rebound, they just take off.
They
with
push
it.
and go.
Yeah, they
It
push.
seems like everyone's got the green light. Get one or two dribbles up the floor, and that's a good way. When you're in transition, the quicker that ball can go from three-point line to three-point line, or free throw line to free throw line, puts so much pressure on the defense.
Ben Johnson to the basket, up and in. That's 25 now for Ben Johnson. 43-32. He has 25 of the 43.
That stretches it back out to 11. So Catholic's +4 so far in this third quarter.
Yep. Morton down low to DeToit, and he misses it on the layup. DeToit got an easy layup. Quickly the other way, and Goldman puts it up and in. Jack Goldman, and Tates Creek wants to talk about it. 2:12 to go in the third. It's 45 for Lexington Catholic, 32 full timeout. 45-32 Catholic on top. We'll be back to the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Basketball Game of the Week here on Prep Spin as we look at some great highlights there.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Over 30,000 Kentuckians are saving time and money by doing their banking online with Whitaker Electronic Banking.
341,000 transactions were made on the go last year using the Whitaker Bank mobile app.
Over 340,000 text alerts were sent last year with Whitaker Bank text banking.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and Prep Spin.
We're back here at Tates Creek, Lexington Catholic. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, 45-32, Catholic's up.
13-point lead, that's our biggest lead. And Townsend gets it over to Givens. McKenzie in there, the big guy. He's got it down low, turns, puts it up under a lot of duress and couldn't get that one to go.
That was a tough shot, 2 feet out.
Ben Johnson has 25 points. Spin cycle, knocked away and by Givens, and it's out of bounds, and Ben's talking.
Yeah, so Ben was looking to pass that ball and it is knocked loose. He grabbed and threw it off the defender right there.
Yeah.
Smart play.
Ben Johnson is a competitor, no doubt about it.
He is a competitor. They've flipped this inbounds play right here.
To the basket, and he lays it up and in, and they're going to count it for Ben Johnson. He's got 27 now.
And he elevated on that shot to finish it. Get close to the rim as he could.
The lead swells to 15 points to go to 16 with this Johnson free throw, and that's something he's great at. 87% free throw shooter. He's got 28 in this one, Coach.
He does. He's playing well. Now, Tates Creek right here, it's going to be interesting what kind of shots they want to get. You know, you don't want to try and get this back all at once. You got a turnover right there.
McKenzie couldn't handle a pass and picked off by Catholic. They'll make it hurt if you don't catch passes. Johnson down low, and that shot is put up and in, and that was Rothbauer.
You talk about making the right play.
He
drew him in there and he found him, and Rothbauer finished it off.
The lead is 18 points for the Knights.
And Catholics switched to a zone right here to kind of stop that penetration.
Townsend over to Givens. Mari Taylor's back in there for the Commodores. He got about a 3 or 4 minutes breather. Givens on the right side. Back to Sion Townsend. In the corner to Morton. Morton back to Amari Taylor. He penetrates, spinning, in trouble, throws it up. Off the backboard, no good. Comes right back to him. And then he drives down. Pirouette, puts it up and in. 13 now for Taylor. 50-34. That was just good stick-to-itiveness. He's stuck with that one.
He's done a great job, showing a lot of determination in this game. I mean, it says he averages 15 per game. He's at 13. We still got a whole nother quarter to play.
Yep. Ben
he
Johnson.
Had 5 rebounds in the first half that we were talking about, so he's rebounding the ball really well.
Ben Johnson might have 30 at the end of this quarter.
He might.
He's got 28, and they give it to him out front with 14 seconds. He's obviously going to.
He got about another 4 seconds, and he's going to go.
Down to 10, 9, 8. Ben Johnson on Givens, crossing over, stops and pops a 3, and that's off the back of the rim. And rebounded Townsend, throws it 3/4 court. We head to the fourth quarter. Lexington Catholic leading Lexington Tates Creek 50-34 by 16 to number 1 team in the state in the RPI. They're in the top 10 no matter what poll you look at. Lexington Catholic trying to win their 29th ball game tonight. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here on the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Basketball Game of the Week.
It's going to be fun.
Did you know, in addition to education assistance, UPS now provides housing for qualified employees through the UPS Kentucky Living Options and Opportunities Path, also known as UPS Kentucky Loop. You can work part-time in Louisville, go to school at Jefferson Community and Technical College, and receive housing for up to 2 years. Earn a degree or learn a trade. It's up to you. Loop benefits are available to those who live outside the Louisville metro area, whether you're just starting college or going back to school. It's time to get in the loop. For more information, visit upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com.
Coach Gay really reading the riot act to Mari Taylor. I don't know what he's telling, but he's upset with him about something. Taylor's on the bench, and we're going with Morton, Townsend, Givens, and in the ball game, Michael Wade, who started. And also in the game is Seth Davis for Tates Creek. Townsend over to Givens, right side free throw line extended. Goes in the corner now to his teammate Davis. Back they swing it now to in the corner to Davis. Back to Townsend. Townsend penetrates, gives it over to Givens. He lines up the 3, off the mark, tapped around.
Tap back out.
And Townsend tapped the ball, and that's going to be over and back. So it'll be Lexington Catholic basketball, 7:25 to play. Dunbar won the girls' game earlier tonight, 62-46, and a big win for Dunbar as they go into the regional with 22 wins.
Oh, it's a great season for Dunbar. They're undefeated in the district, finished the season undefeated in the district. Nick was the region coach of the year, which is very well deserving.
Good save out near the timeline by Rothbauer to the basket, up and in. Rothbauer with 4 points here in the second half. 52-34. The lead is 18 for the Knights with 7 minutes to play in this basketball game from Tates Creek in front of a packed house.
That's a big shot by Rothbauer. We talked earlier in the game. He just kind of does the small things and helps team win. Let's see what Tates Creek does against this 1-2. It's 3-2 right here.
Townsend penetrates. Goes over to Combs. to Seth Davis. Back over now to Davis. Davis looking out front to Townsend. He penetrates, puts up about an 18-footer off back of the no good. Rebounded by Michael Wade, and foul call. It's going to be on Lexington Catholic. 11 on Rothbauer. That's his third. We're going to get Josh DeToit back in for Creek. Are they calling him Detroit or DeToit?
That's what it sounded like right there.
Well, we've been calling him DeToit all week. I guess we've gone French on him.
Might have some Cajun in there.
Yeah, exactly. Townsend. Stolen. Bust out by Russell. Lays it up and in. Ryan Russell. Tough shot and had a defender all over him.
It's a good finish by Russell.
20-point spread now for Catholic.
Yeah, that's a good read to come off the weak side, that zone, read that pass.
That's the thing about Lexington Catholic. They play great team defense, don't they?
Yeah. They've gone this zone.
As I say that, we
change the pace of the game.
We get a Ryan Russell foul.
They've given up less points than anybody in the region.
Catholic has given up less points than anybody in the 11th region.
Which is saying something when you think about the teams that we have around here.
Exactly.
You know, it looks like Tates Creek's trying to expose the corners of it when they get in their half court office. Screen in, pop out, overload it.
Morton throws it away. We got a 11th Region Coaches Show coming up Sunday at Rafferty's, William, at 3 o'clock. We'll have some girls coaches, boys coaches on. We'll kind of break down the region for you.
That'll be a lot of fun.
After the draw tomorrow. To the basket, Goldman! Jack Goldman lays it up and in. Lead is swelled to 22. Taylor down low, and he's going to be fouled. Amari Taylor. Is he shooting? Yeah, he's going to be shooting 2.
Give him 2 shots.
5:42 to play. Catholic has held Tates Creek to 34 points with 5 minutes and 42 seconds, and they have 56.
Tates Creek will be shooting the rest of the way out of here, so.
Taylor's free throw good. That's 14 now for Taylor. He'll have his average if he connects on this one. So Combs in for Tates Creek. Rothbauer, Goldman, Ben Johnson, Smith, and Russell in for Catholic. He connected on that one.
He did.
15
that puts him at 15 for the game.
Yeah, Taylor, leading scorer for Creek. Ben Johnson, 28 points, leads the Catholic attack. Working out front there on Morton. Kicks it in the corner. Jackson Smith gets it back to Ben Johnson. Baseline jumper off the mark and rebounded by
Russell.
Good rebound by Russell.
You
Kicks
want
it
to
out
back us out. You want
Yeah.
to take more time off the clock right here. You want to make Tates Creek come get you.
5 minutes, 10 seconds to go. They got a 20-point lead. To the basket, and Coleman tries to spin it up, but he draws the foul. Jack Goldman, a 75% free throw shooter.
He's had a really good season. It's been a lot of fun watching him play.
He really has. He's averaging double figures now.
And he's only a sophomore, so he's got a bright future here.
And he's going to battle for the quarterback spot.
He is. That's what I've heard. I try to get Coach Smith over at Lexington Cali. Try to give me any information, tidbit information, pick his mind a little bit. But he talked about Goldman, how good of a football player he is, and try to tell me what's going to happen. Let me know what's going to happen. He won't let me know, so I'll keep giving him a hard time about it.
Yep. Nigel Smith comes over to Taylor, swing it around to Townsend. Townsend back out to Amari Taylor. Down the lane, and it's blocked there on a good block by Rothbauer, and foul on Rothbauer. This will send Taylor back to the line.
Good stop on 2, shot fake. Get your defender up there and go through their chin.
What would it take to beat this Lexington Catholic team? If it can be done.
It's they're a special team, just like I said, the fact that I think the thing that makes them so dangerous to go far this year of the postseason is, like I said, they fit so well together, and they have kids that do multiple things and can perform multiple roles. They accept their roles. Good teams have role players who accept their roles, and they do that.
And they play such good team defense.
Play good defense. They can shoot it, but we've seen it tonight. You know, Catholic's known for their shooting, but we see tonight they're driven the ball great. You know, I mean, they finished up the rim really well. This offense are running past couple of minutes. You see them space the floor. At any time we can put, 4 guards out there that it's hard to guard, and then we put shooters all around them, and it is very difficult, very difficult.
Packed house tonight here at Tates Creek High School. We thank you for joining us on Prep Spin. Gary Ball with Lee Tech, the head coach of Lexington Catholic girls basketball team. And the Lex Cath team that won the last championship was, what was that, 2002?
They went 33-2. And the only team they lost to from in-state was West Jessamine.
Yep.
Was that Jared Polston? Was that no?
He was a little bit later.
After,
he was a little bit later.
So I remember watching him play in the state tournament.
Was that the Demetrius Green team at Catholic?
I'm not sure. That was before my time at Catholic.
That's about the time I started broadcasting Catholic games on the Catholic station. Free throw by Taylor. Boy, he can't get that one to go. He's got 15 points, looking for 16. Yeah, I've been at this a long time, Coach.
I was
a young kid when I started.
I was still in high school in that year, so I was.
Taylor knocked down the second one. He has 16. 58-37. Ben Johnson in backcourt. Working across on Morton. Bounces to Smith. And he stepped his foot back on the timeline, so they'll call over and back.
It's tough.
4:37 to play. That's all that stands in the way of Catholic winning this 43rd and going to the regional championship. They'll host their first round game at Lexington Catholic.
They will. That's something they've changed up the past 2 years is district champions get to host a game.
Yep.
So that's something to play for, not just seeding, but you get one more game at home, which can be a huge advantage.
Creek will have to go on the road their first game, it looks like.
You can see Tates Creek trying to get that ball to the corner, get a shot out of it against the 3-2, and turn it over right there.
Turned it over, he hit the sideline, trying to go to Taylor. 4:16 to play.
This pressure is going to be interesting with Tates Creek, see how they want to pressure the ball the final 4 minutes.
Ben Johnson, what a ball handler he is.
He is.
Works it into front court. His next bucket will give him 30 points.
And a district championship game.
Yep. He's only a junior, folks. He'll be back next year. He'll be the leading candidate for Mr. Basketball next year.
Absolutely. And well deserving for that.
I think Marquez Warwick wins it this year. What do you think, Coach?
He's a good candidate for it. I hope so. I hope he's the one that gets it.
Morton leads it to Townsend, and he lays it up and in. Sion Townsend makes it
19. 19 with 3:40 to go.
Yep. Down lane, and that reverse won't go, and Jackson Smith has it blocked. Should that be 40 up there?
Not sure. I thought we were up. I thought Catholic was up 21 right there.
Okay, so
not positive. See if they change it in a second.
William says it should be. I'll go with William Moorfield, the king of string.
Jackson's been hitting good free throws all night. See if he can hit these.
Knocks it down.
Good.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. I believe he's 5 for 5 at the line with that free throw. And he's 6 for 6.
2 big ones.
Smith makes it 60-39.
Let's see what adjustment Catholic makes right here.
Shot by Smith up and in. RJ with his first basket, 60-41. 3:20 to play. Rothbauer gets it in backcourt. Goldman's going to be fouled.
Immediate foul. So we might be here for a little bit longer.
Yeah. So Sunday at noon, you can catch the Scholastic Ball Report. Tonight at 10 o'clock, you can catch the Kentucky Scoreboard Show with Rick Shaw, Donnie Atkins on 630 WLAP. The Kentucky Scoreboard Show, they got scores all over the state of Kentucky and coaches interviews. That's on, I think they're in their 18th or 19th year of doing that show. Coleman hits a free throw, and then Sunday you can catch the Scholastic Ball Report on the CW. Goldman's got double figures now.
What's he at right now?
I've got him with
just got another
14.
14.
That's unofficial, Coach. I'm unofficial on my scoring.
So you're looking at the two in the backcourt right there with over 40 points between them, between Ben Johnson and
they've outscored Tates Creek. Ball tipped around and knocked out. Last touch by Rothbauer. Checking back in for the Commodores. Maxwell Morton. And going out, Combs. Mari Taylor over to Givens.
Good ball movement.
They swing at the
board,
right and that shot won't go. And rebounded there by Jackson Smith.
Good.
Gets it to Russell. Lob down Rothbauer. Misses a shot. Ben Johnson says, I'll clean it up. That's 30 now for Johnson. Ben with 30.
Got a big
Here's
game
Amari
today.
Taylor stopping and popping a three. That's 19 for
Quick
Amari
timeout by
Taylor.
Tates Creek's coach right there. See if he's going to adjust his pressure.
So 2:36 to go in this ball game. Tates Creek trailing by 20. 64-44. The Catholic Knights looking to win their 29th ball game tonight. Go to 29-2. They'll take that 29-2 record into the regional tournament, and that'll be the girls will be Monday night, and then the boys will be open up at the home of the district winner on Tuesday night. And William, I think we've already decided if Catholic wins the district, we're going to be a Catholic Tuesday night, correct? Yeah. Got the great setup over there at Catholic. So.
And playing around the region, we have Scott County and Douglas playing tonight.
Scott County, Douglas.
Madison Central and Berea.
Right, and Frankfort was playing Franklin County.
Frankfort and Franklin County.
Yeah.
So that draw will be really interesting to see how that works out.
Well, we'll be there tomorrow morning at 10 for the girls' draw, and we'll put that out on Twitter. And then the 11 o'clock will be the boys' draw. We'll put that out on Twitter. And then don't forget to join us Sunday at 3 o'clock. It'll be the 11th Region Coaches Show from Rafferty's Restaurants. Rafferty's with a special is always you. 3 o'clock.
And I think one thing we've got to say about this, it looks like Catholic's going to come away with this win, but Tates Creek's a team that can absolutely make a run in the region. I mean, both these teams will be on the opposite bracket, so get your opinion. Is this a possible region final rematch? I mean,
yeah, possibility.
Both these teams have won big games this year.
They really have. Catholic opened up their season with making a believer out of everybody by beating Covington Catholic.
They did.
With a favorite out of the ninth.
That was a good flash by Russell to come back to the ball right there, seeing that the screen action wasn't there.
Ben Johnson with 30 points. Unofficially. Mine's unofficial, of course.
Either way, he's had a great game.
Yep. Kicks it over
he's had a great game.
Down low, reverse up and in by Coleman.
Basket by Jack Coleman.
A circus shot to the basket, and shot put up, and a charge called on Maxwell Morton.
And Smith taking that charge right there.
2:09 to play. Thanks for joining us tonight on Prep Spin. Crowd's starting to thin out a little bit in here right now because Lexington Catholic Knights are up 22 points against the host team, Tates Creek. Pass goes to Rothbauer. Rothbauer tries to shovel it over, knocked away, gets it back.
Passes.
And he gets it over to the left side to Russell. Couldn't get the shot to go with the left hand. 1:55 to play. Down the floor to the basket.
Don't
Townsend
foul.
and puts it in. And the basket will count for Townsend, and the foul went on Ben Johnson. And
is that on him?
That's his
third
fourth.
Fourth.
Luke Wedding just,
he's.
You think Catholic did all this without Luke Wedding even being a factor at all with those early fouls.
Luke's a good kid and a good player, so he'll bounce back. I mean, you have those games. He could have hit the big shot still.
Yeah.
And he's a great shooter, big time rebounder.
Yep.
So no, he'll have a good region tournament.
So Pelfrey checks in. Mr. Brueggemann, Kevin Brueggemann, I don't know where he's going. Free throw you can't leave the building, Kevin.
He's chasing Tony right now is what it looks like.
Yep. 66-47. Both free throws connected there by Creek. Lob passer that goes down low, and Jackson Smith, sort of a Ricky Gallen type of dunk.
I was going to say he was going to go up there and dunk it. If you're Catholic, just keep this clock running. You want to contest shots, but stay on your feet. Just keep this clock rolling.
Baseline jumper by Taylor, that wouldn't go, and Down to minute 25 to play. Long pass. Jackson Smith puts it up. No. And then
Tipped in by
tipped up and
Coleman.
in by Goldman.
Goldman got 20. Has he ended with 20 yet?
He's close to it, Coach.
He's going to be close.
So timeout on the floor. 70-47. Catholic running away with this one. A minute 21 to go here in the ball game. 23-point lead here.
Jackson absolutely went up to dunk that.
Doug Schlomer, who did commentary for me up in Northern Kentucky, Mr. Basketball out of Holmes, he used to call those a Ricky Gallen dunk because Ricky Gallen would barely get up, but he would dunk the ball. Who's that? Who we got there? Wiley Kern. So thanks all you folks for watching, and you've enjoyed a Catholic dissection of Tates Creek. I don't think you can call anything else, Coach. I mean, and it's 70-47. I tell you, that's a good-looking picture.
Good look
there,
at
Coach.
TV right there.
That's right. That's a big. I want that big screen TV
I know.
right there.
Yeah, I mean, Catholics played really well tonight, and like I said, Tates Creek's an awfully good team. You know, they're going to bounce back from this in the region.
So, Coach, let's see their stat sheet there. We got some players in here for the Knights. You might know these young men, but let's see. Pass in the corner for Creek. Loose on the floor.
Yep.
We got in there for Catholic. We got, no, that's the wrong stat sheet, Coach. Let's get the, okay. Is that our stat sheet?
Yeah, Matthew Babin got in there on that.
Okay. Who's
jump
number 15
ball got on the
for
floor
Catholic?
right there.
He's 15 for the Knights. That's Tates Creek. 15.
They've switched up numbers on us right here.
Yeah, he's got 15 on.
Yeah, that's not.
Is that so for the Knights? That's Papin. Get it over to shot put up. Won't go there for, and then battle for it with 47 seconds. Trying to get all these the big guy in there for Catholic. Who's that? Number 34. That's
Reese Potter.
Reese Potter.
To the line for Tates Creek.
So going to the line, Casey Walls. Going to the line for the Commodores. 47 seconds.
We've also got Wilson Hampton and Ty Ham in there for Catholic.
Free throw connected by Walls. Yeah, they just put a last name for Walls.
That's all that matters. He's in the
Yeah,
scorebook now. That's all
right.
that matters. Got him a free throw in district title game.
And he
made
them both.
2 for
Walls
2.
with 2 for 2. And passing backcourt and across the line. Lexington Catholic. I think is that to the basket and blocked by Walls with 35 seconds. Oh, and there's a contact
Collision
right
right
there.
there.
Collision. And picked up. Left side and blocked again by Walls. That's 2 blocks for Walls.
2 points, 2 blocks.
Yeah, that's not Mesh. No, that's not Mashney. He's not 15. So here's a 15-foot jumper by Ham. Good.
Got it. Free throw shot, jump shot right there.
Yeah. 17 seconds. And there's going to be a foul.
He's going to count it.
So he does count.
Counts the basket.
We got some players that aren't even on the roster, Coach. This is when you go deep.
It is. You know, you got to enjoy this. I mean,
72.
Getting ready to get a district championship. Going to get to go celebrate this.
So down to 12 seconds. Catholic's going to win it by 20. Good pass, left side, blocked from behind, and now we'll find out who this is. Mufata. So it's Mufata, the young man that played football.
He is. He's a heck of a football player.
Put together, yeah. Kamwaba Mafuda.
I think he was part of this collision down here, so.
Thank you, William, for getting that roster. But I remember that kid from football. He was number 3 in football. He was a hitter.
He was.
He got hit pretty good against Lexington Catholic. I remember that. He missed the second free throw. Walls had a couple blocks and a couple rebounds in there.
Yeah, good few minutes right here.
So
going up.
It's all right over, and Catholic wins it. They win the 43rd district. Lexington Catholic, impressive style, 72-52 by 20 points. A victory. Ben Johnson, big night with 30 unofficially, and Jack Goldman, a big night with 20 unofficially. So they have 50 of the 72 Catholic points, and Lexington Catholic coach Lee Tech with us, and they win it going away.
They did. They did it kind of exactly what they needed to do. They took good shots, got off to a good start. We talked about winning the first 4 minutes. Winning that first 4 minutes, and then winning the first 4 minutes in the third quarter are two of the biggest parts of the game. They did both of those. Transition game for them was really well. They got good shots in transition, which is key. Any transition points you can pick up.
And Brandon Salzman, the Coach of the Year in the 11th region, being interviewed by the TV crews, and they win their 29th ball game tonight against only 2 losses to St. Henry and to Bourbon County in the 2A. That's an impressive record. So
Coach Salzman's done a great job with them. I mean, it's been a great year. It's not over with yet.
Yep.
I think they're planning on getting a couple more wins before it's over with, and definitely cross that 30-win mark, so I'll be excited to see it.
They play Tuesday night at Lexington Catholic against a district runner-up, so that's who they will play. It'll either be Madison Central or Berea or Franklin County and Frankfort or Scott County or Douglas. Whoever is a runner-up from that district, Sioux Catholic will play Tuesday night at 7. I believe they'll play at 7:30. Is that right?
Sounds about right. That sounds
7:30.
Good. We'll know that opponent about lunchtime tomorrow.
Yep. So they'll announce the draw tomorrow at Eastern Kentucky at 10 o'clock for the girls, 11 o'clock for the boys at Eastern Kentucky. So
it'll also be interesting to see who Tates Creek draws.
Yeah, it will be.
I would not want to be a district champion having to draw them first round. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, that'll be a tough out, that's for sure. As Amari Taylor, I tell you, Coach, Amari Taylor's a real deal.
He is. He's a good player. I mean, he had 11 in the first half, 5 rebounds. He rebounded the ball really well. That's the thing I noticed most about his game tonight, especially that first half. He rebounded the ball really strong.
Finished with 20 points. That's above his average of 16. So we're going to have the all-tournament teams and the cutting down of the 43rd district nets. I cut down the nets when I played high school basketball. We were the 33rd district championship. We played, I played out of the 33rd for Boone County. We played Connor, St. Henry, Lloyd were also in our district, and we won the district. And I went on to the regional tournament and fell in the regional tournament to Holy Cross.
There's nothing like it, is it?
No.
Those nets.
Nothing like it.
There's a few things in sports and in basketball, getting to cut down a net, there's nothing like it.
So
Ray Surratt.
You can see him Sunday on the Scholastic Ball Report on the CW. Our big features on Ray Surratt.
He had a heck of a finish to the season. Final couple of weeks, he was doing great.
He almost had a triple-double. He was a block away from a triple-double.
In the game here, the first round game?
Yeah, the game.
And how many points did he finish for his career?
He had 20, I'm not sure.
1,300.
Well over,
1,500? I mean, he had a great career.
Yeah, you're right. He had 28, 16, and 9 blocks in that game against Dunbar. Zeke Greer named the all-tournament team. Tanner Walton. Boy, he's going to be a player.
Yes.
Only a sophomore.
Yes. Yeah, it's like we said, the talent in the district is young and good.
Tim Hall from Dunbar.
He's another sophomore, correct?
Yeah. And the son of the track coach at UK. He is an athlete. Talk about a young man who gets off the floor in a hurry.
He jumps and then he just keeps going up
and
up.
He verticates.
He does.
Nick Spalding. He is a freshman.
There we go.
A freshman. Goodness gracious.
He showed a lot of fight and fire in the first few games. I enjoyed watching him play.
Maxwell Morton.
From Tates Creek,
So all 3 players that are on the show Sunday made the all-tournament team.
Tates Creek.
It's going to be a good show.
Yeah, there you go.
Definitely need to tune in that
Townsend, Morton, and Taylor.
Lexington Catholic.
They'll all be on my show Sunday. Jack Goldman. I tell you what, special player.
Oh, absolutely. Good core vision, like you said. Finished with 20 tonight as a sophomore. There's Jackson, one of the senior leaders.
Lexington Catholic, Ian
Rothbauer made the all-tournament team. That's
well
quite
deserved. Well deserved.
Tournament MVP, Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson's the MVP of the 43rd
There's really no
district.
doubt about that, the way he's played this week.
I mean,
really the way he's played all season.
The way he's
There's no
handled
doubt about
himself, he handles himself so well.
A round of applause for your all-tournament team.
All-tournament team. So from Tates Creek, Taylor, Townsend, and Morton, you can see all three of those guys with Coach Gay on the show Sunday at noon. CW, the Scholastic Ballport Team of the Week. And LCA Scholar athletes. I see Zeke Greer out there. And a feature on Racer Rock.
Basketball District runner-up, Tates Creek High School.
Tates Creek runner-up. Good applause from their crowd here. I tell you, this was a really good crowd in here tonight, Coach.
Oh, it was a fun environment. Packed house.
We appreciate Coach Lee Tech, the girls coach at Lexington Catholic, for joining us here on the broadcast.
I appreciate you having me.
Super job. We're going to definitely communicate with you before that girls regional tournament.
Just let me know what you need.
Yes, sir. And see, I've got my. I'm going to check some scores as we look at the all tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen,
See what's
your
happening around the
2020 boys 43rd District champion, Lexington Catholic.
Yeah, no scores are coming in yet from these other districts, so no scores from the other games, so they're all just wrapping up here.
Say the next hour our phones will be
exactly
buzzing.
So there's your champion for the 43rd District. Big smile on the face of those young men.
Yeah.
There's Matt Heisenbuttle back there, assistant coach. Tommy Houston, what a coach he is there.
He's been here a long time, done a lot of great things. I know these kids got those smiles. They're excited because they get a chance to go show what they can do next week.
That's right.
At this point, it's just
Now,
one day at a time and keep showing what you can do.
2020
Yep.
Girls 43rd District Basketball Champion, Paul
There's Dunbar, your district. They're bringing them out so they can cut down nets.
Congratulations to Runyon and the girls from
Yep.
Dunbar.
So they will go on to the regional tournament. And as we said, we'll have the draw tomorrow at 10 o'clock for the girls, 11 o'clock for the boys. And then, of course, catch our regional preview show at the Rafferty's Restaurant Sunday at 3 o'clock. William, we plan on taking that to 4:30 or 5. I know I got a tennis match at 5:30, so I might be able to go up to about a quarter till.
Hey, I like your thinking, actually. I enjoy playing tennis, too, so
USTA,
that's fine.
USTA.
I love it. I love it.
It's not Mario tennis.
That, too. We'll play that, too.
Yeah, that's a good game, too.
Yeah.
There's your champions, girls for the 43rd, Dunbar and Coach Runyon, as they get to cut down the nets here. William, great job tonight, as always, a king of string. Coach, great working with you.
Appreciate it.
Great
Thank you
job.
so much.
Appreciate you joining us on the game. Did a super job. And Lexington Catholic is your boys 43rd champion, 72-52 over Tates Creek. Both teams go to the region, so don't worry, Tates Creek fans. You're in the regional. You just lost the district final tonight, but you're in the regional tournament.
A lot of basketball left to play.
A lot of basketball, and it'll start Monday night with the girls' action. The winners will play at home, and the runner-ups will have to go on the road. And then Tuesday night will be over at Catholic as they would take on a district runner-up at Lexington Catholic Tuesday night. And William Warfield, get that mic there, sir. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I don't think Lexington Catholic's going to cut the nets down here, by the way.
Right.
I think they're going to wait for the region.
Yeah, right.
I think they're going to decline to cut them down.
They don't want to cut them down. That's right. So Lexington Catholic will move on to the regional. They'll play Tuesday night against a district runner-up. Both winner and runner-up in the state of Kentucky go to the regional tournament that starts Monday night for the girls, Tuesday night for the boys, and then we'll have all that action right here in Pressman. Coach Lee Tech, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you, XZ. Thanks for having me.
Great job for joining us. And for William Warfield, the King of Stream, this is Gary Ball as Lexington Catholic wins the 43rd District 72-52 over Tates Creek. Until Sunday with the draw show at Rafferty's at 3 o'clock, this is Gary Ball for Prep Spin. Thanks for joining us on the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Basketball District Tournament Game of the Week.